If you are among those that are writing WAEC GCE this year, listen to me carefully. In the past, I know they would tell us study hard, read your books, read every day. But after writing WAEC 3 times, I realized that it is not even about the matter of reading hard. It is about the matter of reading smart and sitting down to understand the pattern of WAEC questions. I've realized over the time that WAEC doesn't really come up with new questions each year. They rather modify and repeat questions, and they give emphasis on some topics over others. So in this video, I've come up with questions that you are likely to see in this GCE for this year, and we are going to run through them. And by the time you finish writing your WAEC chemistry, you will thank me because you are going to see some of these questions in your WAEC this year. Meanwhile, because of the bulkiness of it, I will not be able to do all in one video. So I have picked these questions on atomic structure and periodic table. In another video, I'm going to do questions that you are likely to see in WAEC GCE this year in other topics like acid, base, and salts, and several other chemistry topics. So follow me as I take you through this question. Please and please, I urge you, pay attention to what I'm doing before you later see it and say, oh, I wish. No, I hope you would not wish. So give me close attention. If you need to write, please write where possible, because I have sat down, I have seen how I excel their questions over the years, and I have deliberately and carefully come up with these questions that you are likely to see in this year's WAEC based on what WAEC has and their expectation of you. Let's quickly run into it. Okay, the first question here says, the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom is called its... Number of protons in the nucleus of an atom is called its what? So, the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom is called atomic number. Atomic number is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom, a neutral atom. So that is what the number of protons represents. So you need to know this because these are the basics of chemistry and you will be assessed on this area whether you like it or not. Let's go to the second question. Say the mass number of an atom is the sum of... The mass number of an atom is the sum of... Listen carefully, we have 30 questions in total. The mass number of an atom is the sum of what? So if you want to get mass number, what do you add and what do you add? The correct answer is protons and neutrons. If they say protons are 10 and neutrons are 12, what's the mass number? 22 is just the sum of protons and neutrons. That gives you mass number. Then you need not to forget with this formula. Very important. Mass number is equal to number of protons plus the number of neutrons. Let's go to the third question, which says, atoms of the same element with different mass numbers are called what? If atoms have the same atomic number but different mass number, what are they called? They are called isotopes. Isotopes have the same atomic number but different mass number. Okay, question 4 says, the smallest particle of an element that can take part in chemical reaction is the... I know this is a bonus question, you can answer it. Yes, an atom. An atom is the smallest part of an element that can take part in chemical reaction. The fifth question says, the nucleus of an atom contains what? In the nucleus of an atom, what do we have there? Protons and electrons? Protons and neutrons? Electrons only? Neutrons only? The correct answer is protons and neutrons. Where are electrons found? Electrons are found revolving around the nucleus. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Question 6 says, which subatomic particle has a negative charge? We have subatomic particles, protons, neutrons, electrons. All these are subatomic particles. Which one has negative charge? The correct answer is electron. Electron is negatively charged. Protons are positively charged. Neutrons are neutral. Hope this is clear. The next question says, the relative atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5. This shows that chlorine Is a mixture of isotopes, has 35 protons, has 18 neutrons, contains 5 isotons. Which one is the correct answer? Normally, since the sum of the neutrons and the protons is what gives mass number, then we are expecting our mass number to be a whole number. But in this case, we are having 35.5 with a decimal. So what causes this? The reason is because chlorine is an isotope. It is a mixture of isotopes. It is not just a single element. It is a mixture of isotopes. So that's what makes it not have a whole number, but have a decimal point. Let's go. Question 8 says the number of shells occupied by electrons in sodium atom is the number of shells. Remember electronic configuration? So sodium has 11 as atomic number. So how many shells will the electrons occupy if we draw the electronic configuration? Remember, going by old electronic configuration, the first shell will carry 2, second shell will carry 8, that's 10, then the third shell will carry 1, that is 11. So occupying 3 shells, making C to be the correct answer. Okay, let's go to the question 9. Which element has the electronic configuration of 2881? 2881. So if you sum total the electrons, it will give you 19. So which element has atomic number 19? The correct answer is potassium. The correct answer is potassium. Okay, question 10 says the elements in the same group of the periodic table have elements that belongs to the same group of a periodic table. What do they have in common? This is what we call periodicity. Okay, A, the same number of electron shells, same number of valence electrons, same mass number, same atomic number. Which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is same number of valence electrons. All elements in the same group have the same number of electrons in their outermost shells. That's valence electron. Okay, question 11. The horizontal row in the periodic table is called what? Horizontal. Remember, horizontal, not vertical. So horizontal is called what? Periods. Horizontal is called periods. Vertical is called groups. Okay, the vertical columns of a periodic table are known as groups. Oh, I've already answered this before we come. So let's go. We have which of the following is a noble gas? Noble gas, group 8 element. Oh, I believe you can also get this. The correct answer is neon. Neon is a noble gas. It belongs to group 8. The element with atomic number 17 is... So which element is atomic number 17? The correct answer is chlorine. Now, let me tell you why you are seeing this kind of questions. You are seeing this kind of questions because you are expected, based on the syllabus, to know the first 20 elements in and out. In and out. So that's why you are seeing these questions. I want you to really pay attention to this. I want you to really grasp this because this is your last chance. As soon as you go to the exams, you don't have any chance again. And it is CBT. So computer will mark your exams and give the result. So the correct answer is chlorine. Chlorine is atomic number 17. It belongs to group 7. They are the halogens, salt formers. Okay, question 15. We are halfway already. We have 30 questions in total. Which of these elements have the smallest atomic size? Smallest atomic size. Now, the atomic size is determined by the number of electrons. That's the atomic number. Yes. So in this case, lithium we know is number 3, sodium 11, potassium number 19. Rubidium is far down in the periodic table, having a high atomic number. So Which one do you think would have the smallest atomic size? The correct answer is lithium with just 3. It will have 2 shells. None others have 2 shells. Sodium has 3, potassium has 4, rubidium may have more than 5 or 6. Okay, so let's go. The ionization energy of an element increases down the group across a period from metals to non-metals randomly. Okay, so what is ionization energy first of all? The energy you require to remove 1 mole of an electron from a neutral atom is what is called ionization energy. So if you want to remove an electron from an element, from an atom, how much energy do you need to put? The amount of energy you put depends on the number of protons that element has. The more the number of protons in the nucleus, the more firm the electrons in the shells are, the more it will be difficult for you to remove. So remember, as you go, what do we call it? As you go across a period, there is a higher nuclear charge because the number of protons increases. The number of protons increases. So because the number of protons increases across the group, the ionization energy increases as you go across a period rather. So what this means is that it will be easier for you to remove an electron from sodium than from magnesium, because magnesium belongs to magnesium has more number of protons in the nucleus than sodium. Okay, so let's go. Question 16 says, which statement is true about isotopes? They have the same neutrons, they have different atomic number, they have the same protons, they have different electrons. So what is true about the isotopes? The correct answer is they have the same protons. They have the same protons. They have different atomic number. They have the same atomic number but different mass number. So they have the same number of protons. Which of these elements is in the same period as magnesium? Magnesium is in what period? Okay, so we have sodium, we have calcium, we have potassium, and we have lithium. So magnesium and sodium are in period 3. Magnesium has atomic number 12. So if you draw the electronic configuration, the first will carry 2, the second will carry 8, that's 10, and the third shell will carry 2, that's period 3. 3 shells. The number of shells is the period. Okay, question 19. The modern periodic law states that properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic weight, mass number, atomic number, isotopic masses. You need to know this. You need to know this, seriously. And the correct answer is what? Atomic number. This is the modern law of periodic table. Okay, let's go. An element with atomic number 8 belongs to group what? An element with atomic number 8 belongs to group what? Now, just draw the electronic configuration. You can easily know the group, the period, whether an element is a metal, whether it is a noble gas, whether it belongs to anything about it. Electronic configuration can reveal, including valence electrons, oxidation number, anything, just if you can know how to write your electronic configuration. For example, with this now we have 8. First shell will carry 2. Out of 8 we remove 2. What are we left with? 6. So the last shell will carry 6. So the last number determines the group of the element. So this element belongs to group 6. How do we know the period? The number of shells occupied. So the first shell will carry 2, second shell will carry 6, and the number of electrons has finished. So it means it belongs to period 2, group 6. I hope someone is following me. Okay, we have 10 more questions. Let's run through them. An atom of an element has 6 protons and 6 neutrons. Its mass number will be what? its mass number will be what? Now you see how you'll be tested of your knowledge of mass number. Remember earlier we said the mass number is the sum of protons and neutrons. Now you are being tested. So the correct answer is 12. 6 plus 6. The element with atomic number 2 is, so what's the second element in the periodic table? Hydrogen, helium is the correct answer. Which particle is positively charged? Which of the nuclear or subatomic particles is positively charged? The correct answer is proton. Electron is negatively charged. Neutron is neutral. I have said this earlier. The total number of electrons in aluminium is, the correct answer is 13. Atomic number of aluminium is 13. And since it is not an ion, the number of electrons remains the same. We say atomic number is the number of protons, which is equal to the number of electrons in a neutral atom. Please don't forget this definition. Very important. It will help you to sort a lot. Okay, 25. The relative charge of an electron is, so what's the charge of an electron? Remember, we say electron is negatively charged, so its relative charge is -1. That's C. Okay, we have 5 more questions. Which of the following elements is a halogen? Halogen is a group. Remember, we have metals, metalloids, chalcogens, halogens, and we have noble gases. All these are groups. You should know them. Halogens are salt formers. They are groups 7 elements: chlorine, fluorine, iodine, bromine, astatine, and so on. So, chlorine is the correct answer here. 27. The atomic number of an element represents the number of, remember the definition of atomic number now. Atomic number is the number of protons, which is equal to the number of electrons in a neutral atom. So in this case now, the correct answer is protons, electrons, protons. The reason is because it has not been stated whether the atom is neutral, but whether the atom is neutral, whether it's charged, though, the atomic number is always equal to the number of protons. So please note that. 28. We are coming to an end. An atom has 8 electrons in its outermost shell. It is likely to be, so the outermost shell of an element has 8 electrons. What is it likely to be? It is likely to be a noble gas because the outermost shell has been filled up with the 8 electrons as required for a neutral atom. So the correct answer is noble gas. 29. The periodic table is arranged according to atomic numbers, of course, not based on the mass number, not based on density, not based on chemical activity. The last question says the element in period 2, group 1 is, period 2, group 1 is sodium, potassium, lithium, calcium, starting with the one with the element with lower atomic number, which is lithium, with atomic number 3. The first shell will carry 2, the second shell will carry 1. So it belongs to period 2. And the last number is 1, that's the valence electrons, which determines the group. So, and we have 1 there because it's 2 and 1, which makes it belong to group 1. So the correct answer is lithium. Thank you once again for watching. I'm going to be making massive videos on likely questions you may see in WAEC this year. And you would like to subscribe to this channel so that you won't miss anything. Remember, the time is close already. There is no time to waste. So if you can follow up with me, I will be dropping content. Let me see those that will be able to join me and boost or ace their exam result in this time around. So please like and subscribe. It's very important because this is what will determine if I will make another video or not. Once I'm not helping anybody, there is no point being on a screen all the time. So like, subscribe, and drop your comment. If you are helped, just say I am helped. Let me know if what I'm doing is helping someone out there, so that if it's not, I would not be able to make another video. So your like, your comment, and your subscription will determine if I will make a video of questions you should expect in other areas of chemistry, physics, and biology in this year's WAEC or not. So I'm waiting for you. Subscribe, like, drop your comment. Also, hit the notification button so that as soon as I upload, like, you'll be among the ones to see it first. I'm waiting for your comment to know if I will make the next video or not. Thank you very much.